a beautiful game number 1.
Where's the sound? Oh, there we go.
So in the top right-hand corner, from the Team Startail, ladies and gentlemen, the red ZerG player. This is weird. I was looking at the colors. Guys, he's from Team SCV Life, and he is Symbol. We're going to get those colors fixed for you real quick.
I got the colors wrong, right?
And in the bottom, yeah.
All right.
In the bottom left, Symbol's opponent. He's a Terran player. He is from Team Startail. He is Bomber.
Yeah, all right, guys. If you want to comment Bomber on this play there, his Twitter is startail_bomber. Startail, completely written out, _bomber. And Symbol, if you want him to get back into the game, cheer him on a bit. I do see Koreans checking social media and websites quite often before and after games. He is TSL_Symbol, just like in the scorecard. All right, so Symbol chose to go for a very early attack there. Kind of like the same thing as what we saw Sleep try and do against MVP Sniper.
Yeah.
Opening up with kind of like a cheese attack, hoping to get an easy 1-0. And I don't think it's too weird that Symbol tried that in the first game here, since it was Ohana after all. It is one of the favorite maps for Terran against ZerG. So Symbol kind of just tried to skip past that that game on Ohana there. If he gets a win there on one of the favorite Terran maps, perfect, great. But as it stands, he doesn't need to be too flustered about that.
Yeah.
He might have lost it in a normal game as well, and now we've got his map choice, Cloud Kingdom.
You know, at the same time, though, I feel like it's going to be tough for Symbol to avoid a negative state of mind right now because he had that game. He nailed all the crucial elements.
Are you sure? Are you sure he did? I mean, he did some awesome moves, but he was so far behind.
You know what?
After
Actually,
the
yeah.
start. It's amazing that he equalized it to that point, but
you're right. Actually, after the opening, I was neglecting the amount that he was behind in the opening because the Baneling bomb.
It started off with that rage.
I'm using like the day 9 element right now of like give yourself like a +1, a +2 like counterpoints. And so
it started off with -5, I guess, and then the Baneling bomb is like -2, getting his tech and everything out and surviving that long defending pushes +2. And then eventually he was probably still a bit behind or maybe almost gained parity. He just needed some time and then he could be ahead. But with that tier 3 not kicking in, I mean, he had tier 3. He had Ultra Cavern Building.
And he had 4 bases to, at the time, Bombers 2.
But what did we really see from tier 3? Nothing yet.
Yeah.
So great job there by Bomber finishing off early.
All right, Grubby. So, I mean, this, all right, let's say first off, somehow on this map we see godly creep spread, even though there's actually like, it's pretty tough to make it up that cliff.
There's so many ramps, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, it really requires some, let's say, some pre-planning. Always trying to get that vision right away. Like when I play ZerG, my main goal is always creep spread. It's not winning the game, it's not droning up, it's not making army or winning fights. I love creep spread when I'm ZerG. And if you don't pre-plan for it, like you need that Zelnaga vision, of course, to put the creep tumor up here. If you don't pre-plan for it, then it gets hard. But I think these top level ZerGs, they make sure that they have the overlords, the ZerGlings, or whatever they need to get that creep spread right up those ramps, even if they don't have vision.
All right, so the bunker in a really, I love this position for a bunker, and you put the supply depot in front of it.
It's cool, right? I mean, is this a neutral supply depot? I think it is, right?
Yeah, he'll have to kill that off. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Well, he'll have to. I'm actually not. Okay, yeah, he's killing it off.
But yeah,
killing off his own supply depot right now, Grubby. But yeah, if you kill that off and then put your own supply depot though in that position, raise it up. It makes it tougher for Zerglings to rounds. You're a lot more impermeable to harass. But let's point this out. Symbol, he's got a Roachborn going down again.
Okay, Roachborn out. Maybe he wants to have an insurance Roachborn against possible Helion play. Now we see one Helion at a time coming, and the fact that there's just one Helion, I think that tells Symbol. Normally you always see them come in pockets of 2 with reacted Helion. Just seeing one tells Symbol that there is a starport out for Bomber. I think so anyway. But he's not making
it's
an Evo
really
chamber
common
yet.
right now in the metagame.
He's not making Evo chamber yet or extra queen, so I'm a little surprised by that.
Well, I think we're going to see another big attack out of Symbol. He's pulling 300 gas, 700 minerals, has a lot of supply banked up, and there they are. 11 roaches on the way right now for TSL Symbol.
Yeah, at 7-minute mark already, 11 roaches, and there we go with the Baneling Nest. Super surprised that Symbol is trying this again. Banshee tank can defend quite well against this type of attack, especially if it gets scouted very early on, and for some reason Bomber seems to know. Super sick. He's making the third command center, but he's going for the bunker here on the high ground because against an attack like that, usually you need to fall all the way back to your main base.
And it's actually beautiful for Bomber because the weakness to this is a contain. We've seen like Sheth, for example, has gotten a fair number of Terran games I know I've seen where he gets the contain off for Roach aggression. But in this situation, you actually can't contain the Terran because the Banshee will just kill all your forces as you sit outside.
Yeah. Oh, very sick play there by Bomber. He's gonna make another bunker on the high ground there right away. He's gonna bring his SCVs all the way home to his base. I like that. That's smart. He's just keeping 3 SCVs here at the bunker. Very cool. Make sure that he can lift up that bunker. Just tries to get as much mileage out of this bunker as possible, and will lift up. And he's gonna defend here in the main base.
And there's only 2 Banelings going to make connections with the supply depot. Symbol not going to be able to get much damage in here at all. He's killed off a bunker, a couple of Marines, and 3 SCVs.
This is
oh, no, he didn't even kill them yet.
Yeah, this is such an easy hold for Bomber. He's making it look super, super easy.
And all these Roaches are going to be killed off, to say it again, really easily.
Yeah, this is just fantastic for Bomber.
Zerg tears everywhere right now.
He never even really needed to try to poke holes in the Zerg defenses. It was Symbol handing him the game on a silver platter. But I need to really think about how does Bomber know like to make a bunker at that time on the high ground already? Very clever. Maybe he didn't see the third and that's why he knows why?
Let's take a look at his vision real quick.
Yeah, he must. Yeah, I think he scouted the third with the Hellion before and that's why he made that bunker on the high ground. Very, very dominating play.
He also got vision of the gas at the natural expansion. And, wow, that's... Wait, did he? What is that he sees?
Yeah, he saw nothing.
Go up? Oh, he saw the Roach Warren.
Okay, alright. Alright, that's why then. Okay, that makes sense. There you go. Nice find there, Kibbles.
All right,
that's
so
it. Okay,
nice play out of Bomber. I can't even believe he's. I mean, that's such an.
That's
ominous,
a pretty big read.
Look, it even tells him too. It's like look at his vision one more time. It's like, look how ominous this Roach Warren looks.
It's like partly shrouded in mystery and in darkness.
It's like this is coming.
Yeah, soon, TM.
So Bomber, guys, is in a great position right now. Now Symbol, you know, he's got 1-1 on the way, but as we saw in the last set as well, it's really late.
Yeah,
he's going for a much faster Baneling speed though this time around.
Yeah, that really hurt him in the last game that he didn't get that.
19 minutes.
Yeah, 19-minute centrifugal hooks. He's getting that earlier. That's good, but once again, Symbol will have to come back from behind for a very, very long time. We've got some Cloak Banshee rest there. 17 kills. I think most of that was Banelings and Roaches. How many workers did he kill there? 0. Yeah, it was just Banelings and Roaches and Zerglings. But they're there. Can't do anything here because there's double Queens and an Overseer, so
yeah.
Symbol impervious to that counter harassment. Bomber feels like... Oh, that was nice.
Nice.
Overlord spread there takes more than a minute for the creep to dissipate. So
yeah.
Very important, very nice move there by Symbol. Seems like he's good at these kind of things, man.
Yeah, the little... And you know, that's one of the funny things about like when players go consistently aggressive in the early game. Look how good this Overlord was too. Look at the center point of the command center. Look how perfect this is. Yeah. Literally the last hex.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Very, very nice.
That's one of the times I get to say literally, and it's correct.
And it's actually literal.
Yeah.
Literally blew him out of the water.
Literally a million Banelings right now.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Literally gets literally misused by a lot of people.
That was clever. That was really, I liked that.
All right, Symbol. He is getting back into this game. He's on 77 drones, starting his 2-2, starting his Hive, and he's going to play probably very, very defensively. He's doing his creep spread, so it looks like everything is pretty good for Symbol. I mean, you look at him, he's got everything he would want, tech, drones, upgrades, and so forth. But Bomber, he is ahead of what you would normally see against a Zerg who has all this. And that's because, yeah, he defended so beautifully. Starting his 2-2 now.
Burrow for Symbol.
Yeah, we've seen how good he uses Burrow.
Yeah, it was great in the last set. But, you know, Bomber will be a little more on the lookout for it this time. And, I mean, it didn't seem to phase him too much. But imagine how much faster that game would have ended if you didn't have 18-ish Marines killed by 2 Banelings.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so we see that 2-2 coming. Is he going to start an attack upgrade for his tanks as well? We often see Terrans try and do that 2-2-1 timing. Is Bomber going to be dropping?
Ooh. A big difference right now in between last game. Very fast Hive from Symbol. It's actually almost complete here.
Yeah.
His 2-2 is only halfway done. He's like, Burrow and Hive are finishing simultaneously.
That's Hive. Yeah, that's true. That's a super fast Hive, and let's see what he's gonna make. Probably Ultralisk Gathering again. We always see Symbol favoring that style of play. He also didn't start his Spire at the same time as the Hive, so it lends more credence to that as well. We don't see it being started yet. Adrenal Glance is coming out here. I think Symbol won the whole series yesterday without making Adrenal Glance. Against Bolt, I believe it was.
We'll see if he can do it here versus Bomber with Adrenal Glands. A little bit of a rougher start, but Queen is that... Oh my goodness, that Queen is alive. Link's going to clean up whatever's left.
Thanks to that Carapace upgrade, man.
Nice highlight.
And Bomber's going to move out. He does not... This is kind of like an anti-timing. He doesn't have 2-2 yet. He doesn't have that attack upgrade for the tanks yet. He needs roughly 50 seconds more or so to get that ready.
I don't like this in this scenario. I like anti-timings in games that have been played very standard, you know, because Zerg players will know when your 2-2 should finish.
Yeah,
but
come a minute earlier than Zerg expects, right?
Right, but in this, the game's been pretty haphazard, so an anti-timing isn't really as effective because I never know exactly when you're going to hit anyways.
Yeah, so it's very much on instinct. But still, Bomber, he detected there's not a lot of units out for Symbol, and he's already got his tank seats up, which is a huge...
Oh, here they come. Grubby, the tanks are getting surrounded instantly. No firing on the tank on the Zerglings as they approached, and Bomber getting devastated there in that push, but he is still up substantially in supply right now.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, indeed. He's doing a great job of his macro, and here he comes with part 2 of his army, which looks almost as big as the first part we saw.
I think 2 tanks instead of 3, but other than that, just as frightening. Guys, sieging up at the 4th base of Symbol. Symbol, he's got to make Banelings right now. He's making 22 of them, but it's going to be a little bit of time before they finish, and that time is already passed for that 4th base. It has been, well, that Burrow Zergling is awesome.
Yeah, super annoying. Just how much can one Zergling for 25 minerals do, really? Super much. A lot of Banelings here on the field. We've got 32 Banelings and they're being put to good use here. Flying in there, Bomber not really microing out. Well, he can't really because of the fungal growths, and his entire army is cleaned up. But how does he do it?
Well,
152 supply still.
You know, the thing I didn't like there from Symbol, though, Grubby, he used a lot of Banelings to blow up those tanks.
Yeah.
And that's something that Symbol can't afford right now because he's only on 3 bases to the imminent 4 bases of Bomber. Bomber with a superior economy. We need Symbol to make very cost-effective trades. You know, go back to the free refills on Infested, using Infestors for Fungal and Infested Terrans, because he can't afford to make these bad trades right now.
Yeah, but he's being forced to do it because of Bomber's tenacity. His tank is going to get some nice shots off on those Zerglings. In come the reinforcements. Tank is going to go down, but the goal has been achieved. Just this Zergling has to be cleaned up. There we go. And we've got Symbol on 3 bases, finally being able to make use of that Ultralisk Cavern, as before he was just being pressured too hard. And now Symbol desperately needs a 4th and a 5th. He needs to get the 4th and a 5th to be able to stay into this game. Bomber, he's up a base, he's getting his 3-3, as is Symbol as well, and all these Ultralisks will need to be super cost efficient.
This is really so incredibly going to just boil down for a 3-3 timing attack here out of Symbol. I mean, he has no economy behind this. He's penned down on 3 bases. And that's that Banshee. How many hit points is that? That had like nothing.
Banshee is good, isn't he, against Infestors? You need like several Fungals or Infested Terrans and Fungal to kill a Cloak Banshee. Very, very good against Infestors.
Yeah, if you can, you know, it's best to like throw down 3 Infested, 3 to 4, depending on how quick you think your opponent will respond. 3 to 4 Infested Terrans, then nail the Fungal. But here, well, here's the timing attack, guys. 3-3 is on the field. Bomber is not in position right now, and that's exactly what Symbol needs, but he does not want to engage in this choke.
Yeah, what is this? Oh, concussive shells. Alright, that's a pretty decent Fungal. It catches about 6 Marines or so. There isn't enough energy to do that a whole lot more often, so Symbol will be pulling back.
Yeah, I like the decision to fall back. I mean, engaging in such a narrow area versus Marine tank when you have no energy on your Infestors ends the game for Symbol effectively, but Bomber has 3-3 about to finish, so the timing window for Symbol is about to disappear.
Yeah, normally we would see Zerg here with a big bang, with the Spire and a Greater Spire also being finished already, and preparing that also nightmarish tech switch from Ultralisk to Broodlords, but Symbol can't do that. He only has this phase 1 of his play. He doesn't have phase 2 and 3 just because he wasn't able to get enough bank and resources due to Bomber's excellent denial and very good early game.
Yeah, that such fantastic points there, pointing towards the bank. You know, 2,500 for Bomber, 1,000 gas as well, and Symbol sitting on nothing. So he needs to use this army, and he needs to use it well. He's going to go into the 4th base right now. I don't like that he's going to lose some Zerglings here to the Planetary, but you know what? Time is the essential element here because Bomber's army is trading bases.
Yeah, killing that Planetary, that's a good start, but indeed, Bomber's going to go for a trade base situation here. If Symbol was able to get some Baneling Bombs here, imagine they had Baneling Bomb here, maybe he would have a chance to get back into this game. As it stands, his army supply is kind of equal, but his economy is much, much worse.
Yeah, and well, this is pretty good for Symbol, honestly, though, because Bomber without production, if Symbol gets into Bomber's production, as he's starting to get to now, the siege tanks, though, could change everything. This is a lot of tanks, and although Ultralists are pretty tanky tanks, well, there's a lot of tanks.
Tanks are very tanky as well.
It doesn't really matter. Lings are going to get in and clean this up, though, Grubby.
You could even say tanks are literally very tanky. Because they...
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm sorry, I just crossed the boundary.
Guys, well,
I'm so happy too.
Symbol is at 127 supply, but the production is being killed for him. And this means he can't utilize the bank that he's got, the bank advantage. So if something goes really right for Symbol, whether it be a Baneling Bomb or something of that nature, then he can get back into this. But right now, Marines are killing up everything. Nice fungal growths. Will they get the kills? The Medivacs!
Whoa. A fair amount of kills, but the damage is still there for Bomber. Almost everything is nearly dead, but the DPS is almost unaffected. The Queens are transmuting each other. Very nice job there. Transfuses constantly and is killing a lot of Marines. Really getting his money's worth there. But what does he have left here? 3 Ultralists left in the attack. We look at the unit tab. It's going to be more interesting than the production tab right now. We've got 4 Ultralists, 6 Zerglings, and 3 drones against 27 Marines and 7 Marauders. And how can Symbol ever attack anything that lifts off?
Yeah,
he can't.
And 8 Medivacs too. Yeah, in fact, at this stage,
the worst Bomber can do is a draw.
Yep.
That's a fact. Literally.
For Symbol to win this game, well, all right, so let's look at how Symbol can draw this game. Is it possible?
No.
He needs to not lose his buildings. So he needs either he needs Banelings. He can't make any more Banelings, and he doesn't have any. He doesn't have Banelings, he doesn't have Infestors.
Doesn't have money.
He can't draw.
Yeah, doesn't have money, drones, or anything. So I even think if Bomber didn't stim pack, 4 Ultras can't beat this army. But Bomber will stim pack, and he will macro, and therefore Symbol is just playing with his last game time of this tournament.
The Medivacs could heal the Ultras for Bomber accidentally if he... can you do that if you attack walk?
Heals a friendly biological target only. Only friendly ones, unfortunately.
All right, guys. Well, there it is. Bomber
it is.
doesn't even care right now, man. He's doing victory laps. He knows he's got this. He's going to be moving on to face the winner of Polt versus Sniper, the Marines, cleaning up the last of the Ultralisks, and that's it. GG for Symbol. Bomber going to 2-0.
Yeah. Very impressive play by Bomber. He didn't need to force the win. It was given to him because his defense